Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, 19, check, 55, come on, 24, big stop, let's go.
On first down, Watson dancing to his left. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. On first down, it's Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. To throw again on second down. Watson forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on third down, Watson. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Trevor Daniel. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hey, alert 33.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 71 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't, and this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Joker. Hey. Motion.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And this is caught off a deflection. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Army, Army. Army, Army. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Play, 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 play. Mike, 53.
On 3rd down, Grant. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
We got 4. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check, check, check 41. Let's go, D. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Regular, regular, regular!
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. You run, you run, you run. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike.
Mayfield looks to throw. Being chased out left. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, Charlie!
Stay with your man. 41.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Here I come. Mike, 41.
Right touch.
On 3rd down, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He'll let it go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 46 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point safely through. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Strip the ball.
They'll go with a draw. Watson hands to Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A first down carry now for Miller. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Set. 19.
Check 53.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Alert.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Watson. And he's going to go down again. Sheldon Richardson, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Sponge! No! Watch the ship! Hey, watch the ship!
In the car! Line up!
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Pick it up. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy? Echo. Give me some. Here we go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
Hey, 31.
Pick it up.
Hey, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Christian Kirksey with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield on play action. It's brought in by Harris. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
180. I smell fear in that offense. Hurry.
On 1st down, punt. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
King.
At the 43-yard line.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Hey, alert 33.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Buzz.
51.
Hey, alert.
Switch up.
Hurry.
51 Mike 51. I don't think.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And to give this time to the tailback. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go.
Hey, Mike 7.
Check Mike 39. Now watch run, watch run.
Hurry.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken short. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
It's just me and you.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield, and it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep here for Landry. And got his man complete. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll run on 1st down. Raymond. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Let him know, let him know.
Alert, 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 alert.
41's the mic. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Hey, 41's mic. 41's mic. Here we go. 41 mic. 41.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 35 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go, okay.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And some space here.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
180.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Shift.
Hurry.
Me.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Makes the score Browns 38. Texans.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And now he'll tuck it and run. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Christian Kirksey. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 60 yards. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Regular. Real.
Mike 41. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Delta.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Hey, alert, my touch.
Mayfield now from the 50. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. To throw again on second down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 81 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This will be taken short.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, alert 33.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through, and that will extend this big lead.
Texans 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 14-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check.
Hurry.
Check hot route. Hot.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down. It's Hunt. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check 99. He's crashed.
Hurry.
On the counter, Hunt. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense following with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
53
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Set, 180.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hurry, hurry.
They run again with Hunt, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
180.
3 buzz, 3 buzz. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Hurry, hurry.
Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours?
Watch out.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They go back to Grant. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Watson now to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, Trot. Get this. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Hey, watch.
Faking the give. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans claw one back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
It's like my old high school coach used to say, Charles. He said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
57, Texans 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run again with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
180. Pistol.
Watch the twist. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. I got it. Mike, 41.
Hurry. Done.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From the 24, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Grant. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.